Yeah, let's have a look to the real new products, so radical innovation. You can see 10% are new to the market, but only 2% are really new. Examples are the internet, the mobile phone, also the free box, the triple play with free in the very innovative in terms of triple play, which means that you had internet, telephone and television in one box. Standard, but free was really revolutionary in this domain. Internet, but also the television, the CD in the 80s was a revolution. The video recorder in the 60s and 70s was also a radical innovation, really new to the market. And this also means that customers have to learn how to use it. The term customer education, customers have to get educated about the new product.
The iPhone is another example of radical innovation. The iPhone was not new technology. Its software and interface were derived from the iPod, an existing Apple technology. It was the phone's computer capacity that was the real radical innovation. Rather than adding a few new features to an existing phone, for example, which would be incremental innovation, Apple shifted its concept underpinning the iPhone. By introducing a product equipped to meet users' total communication needs in real time, Apple transformed the digital communications industry. By applying its core competences, that is, latest technology from the Mac and the iPod, to a future goal, that is a handheld computer and to mobility needs, Apple achieved a radical innovation whose impact is felt worldwide and still today.
And the Concorde, it's a commercial flop, the first supersonic plane for commercial flights, a technical revolution, but it never worked for different reasons. And one reason is the product arrived probably too early. But second, competition between US and France. So large part are more process innovation.
For example, e-commerce with Dell in the internet, ING selling banking services on the internet. All these are process-orientated.
All these online services. We have e-banking, we have e-insurances, so process innovations. And so a new way how to commercialize a product, or in this case a service, are considered also as radical innovations. Or the e-book. The e-book is also a process innovation which found it hard to get adopted. So the first e-books were launched in the 1990s, year 2000, so almost 20 years ago. Now it's always normal for us, but in the year 2000 it was not normal. So again, the product arrived too early because retailers, customers were not ready. Or the low-cost area, you can only book on the internet. Or the platform are examples of process innovations. Actually, you could, even before Airbnb, you could rent flats from other people. But it's the way how it is done. It's much more efficient. It's done now at large scale. Or the way how, if you take the example of dating sites, Tinder or Meetic, it is typical process innovation. Because people always want to meet other people. It's old like the world. Today it becomes very efficient. Artificial intelligence helps a lot to hyper-personalization. Because you have algorithms and you give the information what you are, who you are, what are you doing, what you like, your life, and what are your hobbies. You give their expectations, what type of partner are you searching for, what hair color, what eye color. Yeah, then you can say what you want. And then you have a matching. Clearly process innovation.
Netflix is an excellent example of the role radical innovation can play to disrupt an industry. When Netflix entered the home entertainment industry in 1997 as a mail-order DVD rental service, Blockbuster, an established competitor, and Netflix's main competitor underestimated Netflix's threat. Instead of clamoring for radical innovative changes to counter Netflix's market entry, Blockbuster did nothing. Netflix disrupted the industry with innovative platform technologies, personalization through artificial intelligence algorithms, and claiming smaller market loyalty. The same disruption of the industry can be applied to the market entry of Amazon that revolutionized the retail sector with innovative platform and e-commerce technologies, personalization, and perfect services.
Yeah, and to finish about really new products, they take a long time to get developed, between 15 to 20 years from conception to the product launch. They are new to customers, so customers have to get familiar, the internet, the platforms, the smartphones, the television, and substantial learning is often required. Customers have to learn what it can be used for. For example, internet in the 90s. So we had to learn to send a message. This was the first wow effect. The message immediately. So you have to learn what it is for, what it brings an advantage, and so then the next step was to browse on the first website, 1.0. So very slow. So we did not have, even today we have ADSL. It took minutes and minutes to view a page. And you did not have unlimited internet. And so you have to learn what it is used for, what it competes. So it raises issues about new channels of distribution. Generally, real new products are distributed in selective channels because they are more expensive. All real innovation, the CD player, the new television, the computers, were all distributed in selective, specialized distribution channels. What I want to say is that for really new innovation, you have to learn. There's a very strong learning process to understand how it works. And that is why specialized retailers that can explain these new products. They create sometimes a new market and need for new infrastructure. And so, for example, the computer created completely new markets. First of all, the software markets, add-ons, and the mobile sector created the market for apps, app stores, scanners, and for printers, and for hard disk drives, and for mouses, and for web cameras, etc. etc. And today even more, because now the computer is one platform where you can manage basically everything. With the IoT, you will manage with a computer or with a smartphone your whole life, including the smart flat, including smart cars, including smart classrooms. The computer is a real innovation. It created a lot of new markets, and they are finally very risky, but they're most profitable if they succeed. Very risky because you never know if customers adopt the new technology, but if it works, you have for a long time a monopolistic situation, which makes it highly profitable for the brand.